guys, all right, okay, so let's do with animations. So first we're going to start with a animation that comes from a rig. So we're going to go here, animation saves, and then we're going to, let's say, take the front dash, right? Take this one, save to Roblox, under the group, save, copy and paste. And then we're going to add an animation holder here, and then we're going to call it front dash. All right, we're inserting it into replicate storage. Anything that does not have any purpose in workspace that you don't need to see visually, we'll put it in replicate storage. Easy access, and we can start. So input. We're gonna start by getting our character, because we're gonna be playing the animation on the character itself. So we got our players equal game.getService players. Then we have our local player. And then lastly, we're going to get our character. Okay, so we're also going to add maybe humanoid for now. Okay, so the reason why I used humanoid is because the workspace first of all, our humanoid is it contains basically all the properties for your animations and much more. So within the character, you're going to have your humanoid, which has properties such as speed, your animator. There's multiple things you can do, like your max health, your walk speed. So we're going to be using the humanoid in order to do our changes to play our animation, right? So if we go back, right now we have our input. Okay, so here I got players, player, character, humanoid. Now if we look at that, okay. Okay, so now we want to left click in order to execute the animation. So we're going to get in order to get our left click, we need the user input service. That is standard by Roblox. So game.getService user input service. Okay, next, what else do we want? We want to detect our left click. Well, actually, we'll get our animation first. Where was our animation located? It was in replicated storage. Okay, so now we're going to get our animation that is within the replicate storage. It's, what do we call it? Oh yeah, front dash, right? So we're going to wait for our front dash. All right, now in order to get the left click, we're going to go with user input service dot input begin. For the input begin, it's basically when you press the button, that's the input begin. And then we're going to connect to it. A function is something I'll explain a bit later, but for now I'm just going to get the input and I'm just going to explain how to get the process, the input in the game processed. So once the game is processed, meaning once it has been started up, so it's the RBX script connection right there. So right now we're connected to our input, but now we basically want to make sure that the game is processed before we actually get the input. So we're going to do game processed, then return end. This basically means if the game is not processed, it will just stop here and not continue in the code. All right, next step. Now we're going to listen to our left click. So if input dot user input type equal union dot user input type dot mouse button 1. Our mouse button 1 is our left click. Oops, I forgot to say. Right now I'm using equal since it's a comparison, the if. Enum is just a type that we want. This can be other things like, for example, we can look at our keyboard. For example, keycode.x or .y. But us, we just want the user, the mouse click. So user input state, mouse click one. So once the user left clicks, we're going to play the animation. So in order to play the animation, we need to get the animation track. So we're going to do local humanoid. Okay, we have the humanoid, so we're just going to do the animation track here. We're going to do humanoid dot load. What was it? Humanoid dot load animation. And we're going to do our animation ID, which is this one here. Pretty sure we're going to have to get its animation ID. We'll try that first. So then we're going to go animation track dot play. There you go. So we're basically getting the animation from replicate storage. After that, we're loading in the animation side of your humanoid, which is part of the character. And then when you left click, it's basically going to trigger the animation itself. Check that out. It does not work. Why? Because we need to use the animation directly, not the animation ID. Right here, animation. Let's try that out. And boom, done. So we'll left click, animation plays. That's it.